Balthazar has one last thing to give Pandora before she leaves for golden dunes in the land of myth. He says that Vincent entrusted a weapon to him. He always knew he was going to give this weapon to Pandora. Balthazar explains that the weapon is a whip constructed from the monster that was killed at the Red Gate, where Hector died. The whip was constructed from the monster's magic core. The fabric of the whip is the ligaments of the monster, and the base circuitry for energy flow is the core. Balthazar gives the whip to Pandora. Pandora leaves on her journey. Pandora reaches the nearest city, which will later be called Horse Town. As soon as she reaches the gates of the city, she is stopped by the guards. The guards ask her where she is from. When she says Trinculo, the guards tell her to go away and look at her in disgust. Pandora does not understand why they are treating her like that or why they treat Trinculo people that way. She says that she needs a horse to continue her journey and therefore needs to go inside the city. The guards say that it is not possible. No one from Trinculo is allowed to enter the city. She cannot enter at all. And it is best if she leaves, or they will have to kill her. Pandora, displeased with the guards' decision, beats the guards up. Seeing the guards being beaten up, the other guards call for backup. Pandora continues to beat up the guards. The general, the defender of the city, arrives and confronts Pandora. Having been informed of the situation, the general says to Pandora, "See, little girl, seeing how competent you are, maybe you can defeat us." The general says, "I highly doubt that you will be able to defeat all of us. Our people are much stronger than me inside. Surely you can defeat me. But this will not be good for your town." The general continues, "These people are already scared of you. Just from hearing that you are from Trinculo. They think you will bring some calamity to our town." The general says that Pandora proving to be a calamity by beating up so many people is not a good scene to create. The general declares, "We are not going to give you a horse because a horse is not something we can just give away. If you threaten to kill a lot of people, we might consider it, but you will still have a bigger problem on your hands." The general warns, "There are much stronger people inside the city. And if they come out, you are surely not leaving this place, let alone getting a horse." The general says that ahead there is a place where wild horses can be found. If she can tame one and take it on her journey, no one will stop her there because it's a wild area. Pandora leaves Horse Town. The map shows Trinculo, Horse Town, and the Great Jungle in between. The Great Jungle spans thousands of kilometers. An absolute giant, estimated to be 5,000 by 5,000 kilometers. A 25 million kilometer squared forest. On the other side of the Great Forest lies the city of myth. Between the forest and the city lie the plains. The plains are a marvelous place to be with a radius of approximately 800 kilometers. Totaling about 2 million kilometers squared. The plains have lakes, but they also have many gates that appear, making the whole place uninhabitable by people. Normal people cannot even survive the presence of a gate. Not just the monsters that come out of it. Living near a gate is deadly. The plains have many animals and monsters that came out of gates. But also monsters that go into gates. The gate phenomenon is not well researched. The common assumption is that gates simply open to spill out monsters and then close when the boss is defeated. Gates are a two-way thing, allowing both people to enter and monsters to exit. Pandora walks into the forest. The forest is difficult to navigate, even with a map, because it's hard to know where you are. Fortunately, Balthazar gave Pandora a compass that points toward high-energy places. The compass will point towards the plains, specifically the center of the plains. The main problem will exist when Pandora needs to get out. Even though she can move away from the energy, she won't know which direction to go. She has the journal that Vincent and the others wrote during their adventures. Found in Vincent's lab, Pandora walks in the forest, following her compass, fighting various animals and a few monsters. There is a lot of food, and she needs to try different kinds. The journal mentions which fruits they have tested and includes diagrams. She already knows about many plants because she was a doctor for 4 or 5 years. She finds some plants not written in the journal, indicating she's not taking the exact route of Vincent. After months in the forest, Pandora eventually reaches the plains. By now, Pandora has become very capable, much better at healing herself using herbs to treat her wounds. She has gotten much better at using the whip, which seems to have a mind of its own. Even when she's not trying to hit something, the whip hits it. She learns how to swing from trees with it. Pandora tries to activate her unique ability, which Balthazar told her she probably has as the child of a monster from a red gate. She knows she has reached the plains because they are just grassy fields. There are no trees, just a grassy field extending to infinity. As she enters the plains, she feels like she is entering some kind of force field. In the distance, she sees a very big herd of animals charging towards her. She is scared because she has never handled so many animals at once. They are the height of twice a human. Pandora tries to run away into the forest. And the bulls stop, not wanting to enter. The bulls just stop, standing there with Pandora inside the forest. But they are not attacking. Eventually, they get bored and go away. Pandora thinks to herself that this is a very confusing land, where nothing makes sense. Pandora does go inside the plains. And a flock of goblins approaches her, as if something is alerting them to her presence as soon as she enters. Pandora finds it very difficult to enter the fields at all. Pandora knows that her point of exit needs to be diagonally opposite the plains entrance. However, she is unsure how to measure this and cannot walk in a straight line without getting lost. The journal says that the plains have no trees or resources. She needs to collect all the fruits and herbs she needs from the forest before entering. All the monsters and animals are being alerted as soon as she enters, making it difficult for her to proceed. She collects resources and fills up 2 bags. One with edibles and the other with herbs for regeneration, healing, and medication. Pandora is about to enter the plains as the sun rises, wishing no one will notice her. As soon as she enters, she finds that both the goblins and the buffaloes are coming at her at the same time. Pandora is about to retreat when she notices a huge smoke trail coming towards her at a speed much faster than the herds. It approaches and grabs her from behind, asking questions. As soon as the herds see this being behind her, they run away in fear. Even the 2 herds did not see him coming. He appeared out of nowhere and asks Pandora what she is doing here, who she is, and how she is coming from the outside. Pandora is overwhelmed and scared for her life. She cooperates, saying, "Don't kill me. I'm just here to pass by. I have to go across the forest." He says, "What forest? There is nothing. What are you talking about?" Quote. She tells him to let her go, and she'll show him that there is a forest behind them. He is shocked, exclaiming, "You can go out of the world and come back in? How do you do that? This is just not possible." The figure continues, "We have not been able to do that for generations. It's like 80 or 90 generations ago. The manuscripts say that my father said there was a world outside this place. I thought he was joking." Pandora says, Okay, calm down. I need to take things in. You need to take things in. Let's calm down and go to a secure place to talk. He agrees and says, I'll take you to the base. He takes her to the base, which is a farmland hidden in the grassy field. She would not have seen it if he had not told her it was there. She can only see the farmland after entering the hidden area. There are trees, a vineyard, apple trees, mango trees, and much more. She wants to sit and talk, asking if there are other people, referencing his mention of his father. He explains that his father died as soon as he was born from him. Pandora is confused, asking if he wasn't born from a mother. He asks, what's a mother? Pandora understands that this guy is surely not human. She learns that for his species, the father dissolves into blood, and the child is born out of it. Only essential memories pass on during this transition. He shows her that he can manipulate blood, his own and hers. She thinks this must be a unique ability. Pandora realizes that what he refers to as 80 generations ago might not be generations in the human sense but regenerations of the same entity. He lives alone and created this place. He is an ancient entity, but he doesn't have many memories or knowledge. She talks to him and tells him why she is here and how she got here. Pandora doesn't understand how he can understand her language, as he is not human or from this world. He says that their species never had a language to begin with because they don't need to talk with their mouths. Even generations ago, when they were not enclosed in this sphere, they could share a drop of blood and convey memories to each other. He tries to share memories with her, but it's hazy for both of them and causes a headache. He says, this language was taught to us by someone just like you. Except they did not come from the outside. They came from the inside through a gate that opened here. He continues, some people came out of the gate and were killing things here. I had to kill them because they tried to kill me. Or rather, a few generations ago, one of us did consume their blood and gained the ability to talk. She better understands that even if memories are hazy, subconscious knowledge can be explained. She does not understand why he is unable to leave the world. She has an idea that this place might be the other side of a gate. It feels that way to her. She postulates that he was attracted to the energy she gives out. Just like monsters are, she considers that his ancestors lived here and the gates may open from this place to the outside world. Pandora knows it's not a foolproof theory, and that gates opening only from here would not make sense. She believes if this is the other side of a gate, there must be a way to close it. And there must be an open gate that's the source of the compass's energy. She tells all of this to The. The does not have a name because he has never talked to a human. Individuality wasn't present in his species. She decides to name him Guru. She tells Guru everything about her theory, what gates are, and how humans are being terrorized. He understands that gates open here as well. Sometimes humans come, sometimes other creatures, and they let them be as long as they don't actively harm them. She asks if he has tried entering one of the gates. He explains that just like the sphere cannot be escaped, the gates too cannot be escaped. The human gate, however, he could enter, but the humans were more savage. And he didn't want to be killed on the other side and unable to regenerate. One of his ancestors did get into the gate and was beaten down by humans and had to come back. Pandora wonders about the kind of place that Guru, at Hector level strength, was beaten down by humans. She asks about a main boss here, considering if Guru is the main boss of the gate. But it does not make sense since even if killed, his blood will reassemble into a new body. She asks him to lead her to the center of the plains. He says that it is forbidden. His ancestors told him not to go there. In the center, there lives a being that should not be touched, responsible for all life here. Without that being, the whole world will be destroyed. Pandora thinks that maybe his ancestors told him that is where the boss of the gate exists. There are two ways to close a gate. The boss dies, or the boss exits. She suggests that if the boss is friendly like Guru, they can escape this place together. He agrees, but warns this is not something they should do. The ancestors strictly said not to go there. Pandora states, well, if you don't want to leave, that's okay. I need to leave. Guru responds, don't go away. I have been here for years. And this is the first time I'm actually talking to someone. Communicating in God knows how many years. Pandora gives Guru an ultimatum. Either let her go, or come with her and investigate the center of the plains. Eventually, Guru gives in and goes with her. As they get closer to the center of the plains, the atmosphere gets heavier and heavier. At some point, it's even difficult for Pandora to walk ahead. Guru is also feeling the pressure but can still walk. Guru picks her up and carries her ahead. The atmosphere grows so intense that Pandora says they should return. She cannot take it anymore. At that moment, she hears a soft, ladylike voice saying, don't leave. You can do this. Don't leave. Save me. She leaves for now, but the voice still rings in her head. Someone needs help. They take a few days off and try to formulate a plan to get through the fog and the high pressure.